Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cad's Crew. I've got a different video for you guys today. Just quickly, I'm doing dry January and I want to share my experience into the first 2 weeks because we just hit like 15 days, I think it was. So I'll give you a bit of backstory. Over the last 7 years, probably since the age of around 21, 20, I'm 28 now, I have been probably consuming alcohol. Like, I'm not a massive pisshead, but I am a binge drinker, right? And so this is my way of explaining that although I wasn't somebody who drank alcohol every day, I did drink it every weekend, probably both Friday and Saturday. See, now I didn't think I had a problem until up until a couple of years ago, probably, where I realized that I was a bit of a binge drinker. See, now I'm all in. So if I had a drink, that was pretty much it. After 2 or 3 pints, it will lead on to other activities. And I was all in. I was one of those people all in, you know, not coming back. Like, once I start drinking, that's it. I'm going out till the next morning. And I personally kind of knew I was a bit like that, but I kind of always told myself that it was fine because I would exercise in the week. I would, you know, stay sober in the week. I'd go to work, do what I'm supposed to do. And then at the weekends, it was my way of letting loose, which is so what I told myself. And I've been drinking alcohol probably every weekend, like I said, for about 7 years, and I haven't really gone a weekend without having alcohol. At least maybe 1 or 2 drinks, like 2 pints on a Saturday to watch the football, you know. And if I did manage to keep it to anywhere between 2 to 4, I kind of had to really talk myself out of it or distract myself, get a takeaway, get something unhealthy, you know, to kind of fix that craving. And I guess why I'm explaining the backstory first is because I want you guys to know where I'm kind of coming from, because I'm going to tell you a bit about how I feel now after 2 weeks of, you know, 15 days of no alcohol at all, and I've got a diet plan going and a new training plan, and how these things make me feel better and affect me now. So yeah, I think it's important to talk about the fact that I was a massive like weekend wreckhead and thought that it was okay, and all the decisions I'd make drinking, and the anxiety the next day and the things I'd said, the way I'd acted, definitely is making, like, the alcohol was fully masking some stuff for me. Since being sober, I'm coming to terms with, and I can't wait to get onto the positive sides, but I'm just trying to go back to the story a minute. So alcohol was, oh man, I don't know how to explain it. Like, for example, I would tell myself that I deserved to have a drink. I've had a hard week at work. You know, relax, gets rid of some of the stress, have a good time. It's just a normal thing. Society, bloody, bloody, blah. Especially if you're English, you know, pubs are the social ground that we live by. And so, but the problem with that is I would feel, what I didn't realize what was happening to me, or maybe I did realize but didn't want to admit it, was that I was suffering the effects days and days afterwards, going into well into the week. And I used to joke about how I would just start to feel better by Thursday, and then do it all over again Friday. Now, you speak to a lot of people, that is the. I always speak to my mates and we'd literally laugh about the fact that we just felt better and it was time to get back on the beers again. But after a while, I've realised how much that was damaging me, and only now have I, within a couple of weeks already, noticed the huge difference in how my head feels and how almost the guilt of messing up is now becoming stronger almost day by day. So what I mean by that is the fact that, like, because I've been feeling so good, I'm so scared to want to go back to drinking or have just any possibility of messing up. Don't forget, like, this is nearly, you know, going on. I mean, I've been drinking since I was like 14, like getting pissed up and stuff like that. So even though I've been drinking probably consecutively every week for 7 years, I've been drinking heavily probably for like 12, 13 years. And it was fine when I was younger because I kind of, you know, when you're a kid, you kind of just, don't matter if you get pissed up, you wake up the next day, you bounce right back. So it wasn't as bad as it kind of got into like my mid-20s. And yeah, I felt like I was, you know, I wasn't even enjoying it anymore, but I kind of didn't know how else to kind of release and de-stress. So now onto the positive side effects within these 2 weeks. So I don't know how to explain the fact that I now feel so much more, I know it's very early doors, but so much more, just a little bit more aware and fresh. And so within the last week, the first week was kind of like, was just kind of, wasn't too much difference because, like, I kind of only drank at the weekends anyway. So it was really after the first 7 days that I was kind of like, okay, we'll see how I feel after this weekend and see how I feel on Monday when I go back to work. And not to be hanging for the week was really nice. But then while I was at work, my mind would race to, I didn't want to be here, I can't handle this, I'm too tired, I don't know how I'm going to manage, to now I'm thinking of ways to spend my time after work and at the weekend. So I've started running again because it's something that I like to do, but I was always drinking and still getting pissed up at the weekends, and I'd give myself a couple of days rest where I'd eat junk food and then get back to it Monday and wonder why my physique wasn't changing too much, and wonder why I wasn't gaining the benefits of it as much. Because, you're going up pissing, smoking fags, because I socially smoke, so I would smoke while I was drinking and then wonder why I wasn't getting the results I wanted for, But now, like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm doing a 5 mile run on Saturday, like my energy is going to how excited I am to do that and how good I feel. Now, I think me as a person, the reason why this is benefiting me is because my mind is always active. I'm quite an active thinker. I'm an overthinker. So I'm always thinking of ways to better myself. But the alcohol was really messing it up for me for so many years. And I would still fight and try and do things. I would always try to keep fit, always try to have exercise. And then, years and years of trying to do better with myself. And then the weekends would let me down. I would give myself a plan to save money. And then I would have things I needed to pay for. And then go back from a night out and realize that I really didn't have more than 40 quid I could have spent, really. But then I would spend 180 quid and then all that guilt about how I knew I had things to pay. But I would tell myself, no, it's okay. You just had fun with your friends. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Life's short. You're young. Go enjoy yourself. And then I'll, live with this guilt of how I couldn't stick to, just a simple thing I said. And I think one of the most important things that I'm learning about with, going into this so far is my mind's realizing how important it is to, if you say something to yourself, to stick to it. And already I'm starting to feel an excitement and a positivity around just being able to tell myself something and stick to it. So like my diet, I stopped eating past 7 p.m. I don't late night snack anymore, which is what I was doing a lot. I eat all my calories within a 10-hour period. I'm having protein breakfast, protein lunch, protein dinners. I've really kind of just, you can see the little granola pot in the background there. And if anybody wants to know what I'm eating, which is really working for me, I'll let you know down below in the comment section. But I'm sticking to my diet, and I'm like, the more I stick to these little things, the more they're adding up over the last couple of weeks, and the more I'm feeling better about them. And I feel like the halfway through because I was going to do dry January, but I'm generally thinking that I'm going to keep going if it keeps feeling like this. And I'm not trying to say that quitting alcohol, resolves all your problems, but it's definitely making me feel better. And I think one of the biggest things about me is I thought I was quite a depressive person, and I do think I struggle with it a lot anyway. I do think I have some sort of mental health issue because I do feel down a lot, but it's not going to help if you keep drinking and staying up late and losing out on sleep. I've told myself to turn all the electrics off by 8:30 at night and just put the TV on a low dim. When I say electrics, I mean like my Xbox or my phone. Don't look at my phone late at night anymore. Just these little healthy habits I'm thinking about, trying to change how I can sleep better, how I can make my life better. Like, it's like now my mind's not clogged up with anxiety. I can have a little bit more of a positive thinking process. So these are the things that have happened in the last couple of weeks. Within the last couple of weeks, I've stuck to a diet, which is, I'd never be able to stick to it. Honestly, I tell you, I'd give it 2 days, then I would snack, and then I'd go back for a day, and then I would eat crap again. I was always on and off, but I've just stuck. It's coming up to Friday tomorrow, and for 2 weeks I've stuck to a diet and not strayed off it. I gave myself one little thing on a Saturday evening to enjoy some crap food. And I know you might say life's short, you got to eat good food and enjoy it. I understand that, that's true. But for the last 10 years, I've eaten all the crisps and chocolate you could probably want or imagine. And, it's not gonna, I'm happy to try and go the healthy route for a while now anyway. So I've had my fair share of sweets and crap over the times, honestly. So yeah, now I'm feeling in this position of clarity. I keep thinking about different ways to kind of, how I could use my time to benefit me. I was really struggling with, like, what am I going to do without drinking? How am I going to see my friends? And quite frankly, I haven't seen any of my friends yet, but that's, it's not bothering me so much anyway, because I've got a little bit of fear about it. Like, I don't want to see them almost just yet. Like I've spoken to them, let them know I'm going sober for a bit, and they said that's fine. Let's hang out anyway because my friends are cool. But I'm just saying to them that I don't know if I'm strong enough just yet to meet up with my drinking buddies and not drink yet. So I'm not quite there yet, obviously being 2 weeks into it, but I definitely it's something I'm going to aim for, or go and do some other activities or whatnot. But yeah, so, whew, yeah, so that's where I'm at. Anyway, I could go on for a bit longer, but like that's where I'm at. And I just want to say to anybody that's thinking about going sober or trying it, or trying dry January, maybe just for the month, like, this doesn't have to be some 365-day commitment. I don't know if it's going to be for me, but I definitely feel like I can't really see myself going back to drinking currently. That's where I'm at right now. Currently, I don't see myself going back for drinking. There's a lot of holidays coming up. I've got 3 holidays coming up, and I've got my mates' birthdays and stuff. So we'll see whether I feel like I could do it then or not. But I'm starting to think at the minute, like, just not. I haven't felt this good, honestly. I haven't felt this clear or well rested mentally, mentally a bit more stable, shall I say, for many years. And I think that's the quick result of not adding crap into your life at the weekends, for me anyway. I know there's people that probably suffer with more issues and more alcoholism who drink every day, and it might not be the same result so quick. But for me, it was just being a huge weekend binge wreckhead. So yeah, that's where I'm at, guys. I promise you I'll keep you updated anyway, so I'll let you know in another 2 weeks how I'm doing, and see if there's any more stories to tell. But yeah, so that's just a little video for you guys today. I never made one of these before, so because I've never tried to go sober before. So that's the update. Thank you for watching. If anyone has any questions who would like to ask me, or anything about dieting, or or you're trying to go sober yourself and you just want somebody to talk to you about it, then I'm here for you guys. So let's go. Cheers.